Tolu, you can begin.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Bamisile Tolulope and the project manager assistant I'm a project manager assistant at Bincom Dev Center, PMO Bincom Dev Center, and I'm here to talk on today's topic is project management tools. Please hope you guys can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, thank you. All right, so let me begin by saying the introduction to what the project management tools are. Project management tools are a set of softwares designed to help project management team to plan a task, track a task, and manage the project to achieve the defined project goals within the set possible time. Since we all know that the project has a start time and an end time. So this project management tools help us to be able to track those projects that we are about to do and to manage it and also to plan it very well. So the set of software that help us to manage it are those what we call project management tools. And it also helps its member to collaborate effectively and accelerate the projects to meet the specified constraints. So if there are constraints to the project, if there are problems to be solved on the project, this project managed to help it to speed up the collaborating effect that we have within each other to be able to meet those our set goals, all those deliverables we have delivered that we have set that we are going to meet, all those goals that we have set that we want to achieve. This project management will help us to be able to achieve them quickly. On to the next. So the first on the project management tool we have is the Gantt chart. So I'm sure most of us are very familiar with what the Gantt chart is. The Gantt chart is important tools in planning. It provides a complete picture of what the work breakdown structure and aids it allocating resources efficiently, be it time, money, or human resources. It maps the interdependencies between the different work items, helps in prioritizing the critical tasks and reducing the scope creep. So the Gantt chart for an agile framework that the project manager use or whatever framework the project manager use, it needs a tool to be able to manage this project, to be able to control the project, to be able to monitor where the project has gotten to. And that's where the Gantt chart comes in, because the Gantt chart works effectively in this aspect, because in this way, all the deliverable, all the tasks that have been broken down into deliverables to each assigned to each team member would be well stated on the Gantt chart, and you can see the process flow and know when they will start and when they will end, and know how much they have gone through on the Gantt chart. So on the Gantt chart, you can have a lot of information that you can get to know how the project is actually going and how far you have gone and how far you have worked on the project. So the Gantt chart is one of the most important tools of a project manager, because every day you have to be going back to using the Gantt chart to monitor your progress. So one of the project management tool we have is the Gantt chart, and also we have the work breakdown structure. If we all know, we talked about in project management this thing. So initialization of project, we have 5 different processes. We have the planning. We have the initialization, the planning, the monitoring and control, the conclusion, that's where it ends, and the stop. So in this place, during the planning stage, that's where where you know what to do in the project, what we are good, the scope of the project, when it's going to start, when it's going to end, the resources we need, the risks that are going to come. Everything is going to be done in the planning stage. So now, when you are now breaking down all the projects into tasks and those tasks into deliverables, you need a type of flow chart that you'll be able to use to monitor what you have broken down to be able to know, okay, I have broken this is my software program. I've broken it down into build a software, check test if it is going to run, and put it out to Play Store to be able to use. Then now, those are the tasks that you are doing. Then you can now break down each of those tasks that you have already said in those tasks. You can now break them down into deliverables that you now assign to each of your team members on the team with you. So as they have done it, you'll be able to know who is assigned to which. And this work breakdown structure help you to be able to know what have been done. Also, this part of this thing, we have already done it. These deliverables have been done when an exam is, this task is already completed. This one has been done. So we'll now be able to know, okay, this one has not been done. So, but the work breakdown structure breaks down these tasks, the projects, into deliverables, small deliverables for it to be achievable. So the work breakdown structure is the most important tool in project planning. It is a hierarchical breakdown of your project goals into actionable work items. So that's what I just finished explaining. So if you have questions, you can please ask your questions. Yeah, project baseline also. A project baseline is a graphical way of representing your project values by comparing the baseline, which is your set standard for a project, against your actual performance. Okay, when the project starts, when you start on a project, when you have gotten that, okay, we have already have our project state, we already have our deliverables, we already have our tasks that we are going to do. So the next thing is to now say, okay, within this time and this time, we want to achieve this. Within today and the next 2 weeks, we want to achieve this. We want to be able to have build this software finish. So now there will now be a way on the Gantt chart, because this baseline structure and project baseline is always on the Gantt chart. If you see what is there is a Gantt chart. The blue is a Gantt chart. The one under those dot under are the baseline. So it's that one that will tell you that, okay, this is the progress you have on it. You will say to be moving. So it's something like showing that, okay, this is what you have actually achieved within this set period of time. Then you now look at it to, okay, am I going to achieve my goal within the next 2 weeks, or will I achieve my goal before the 2 weeks is completed? So this baseline will be able to, once you just get your Gantt chart, instead of it to be looking at a very bottom, you just go straight to the baseline and check, okay, yeah, it's about to be completed or not. It's not about to be completed. Oh, we need to add a buffer, or no, we need to add maybe more resources to speed things up, or to be able to get more people, more resources to, so stuff like that. So that was all the baseline help you to check. They're able to check your set standard against what you're actually doing. So with the baseline, you can easily get this set out, and your project will be able to get out according to time that you have set for it to get out to. So that's the importance of this project management tool. And also in project, when we are defining what a project or a tool is, we talk about the human relation, passing of information. So we need to communicate well. So that's where the active team building comes, the team building activities. So team building activities are ways to improve morale and boost the productivity of your team by conducting activities or LT competitions. All right, for this part, in a project team, if you want to achieve the best, you and your teammate have to be in one accord. So you have to be in one accord. You guys have to be able to work with each other. You have to understand each other. You have to be of one mind, different people, but with one mind and one goal at hand, so that your all the tasks assigned to your team would be achieved quickly and before, so that you'll be able to meet the set time before a project is allowed to pass off. So if you now want to start a project and all the teammates or all your teammates are not in one accord, when all of them are like against each other, they don't like each other, they have a rift going on among each other, it will cause your project to surely slow down, and this will affect the project, because during your stand-ups that you're having, you'll see that there is no decorum. You're not even listening to you. They are not giving you feedbacks. Everybody are just there just because they have to be there, not because they want to talk. So you know that you see that your teammates, they are not connecting. It's a big problem. So in project management, for a project to be successful, we have to be in one accord as project managers with our developers and with everybody on the team. So there are now team activity building. So like in Bincom now, I think one of the team activity building we do that should be the all hands meeting they call it. No, not all hands. The one we do every third Friday of the week. team bonding. We call it out. We do team bonding. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah. We do team bonding in Bincom. So that's a way of us trying to connect with each other. You see, in those team bonding, basically what we are doing is just refreshing. We're asking ourselves questions. We are going, what's your name? What are your hobbies? Things that you like. Then as that person is talking, if the person says something funny, you see people talk back, people comment, people chat, just to know things are going fun. That way, if I need, so as someone I have talked finish, and someone laugh at me and no stuff like that, we have already had fun. So it'll be easy for me to come to you the next day. That, oh, bro, how far are you doing? Or sister, how far? Oh, I need help from you to do this. That person, oh, yeah, this guy is a nice person, so stuff like that. It's easier for you guys to connect, get your work done quickly, and there is communication, and you guys can quickly achieve the deliverables you have to achieve, and also the tasks are also done to time. So with all this in mind, I've used Bincom as an example of showing how the team building activities is as a project management too. So a project manager should be able to have this team building skill. Let me also put it as a skill because I should be able to the tool. So, and this is just an example of the team building activity they are doing here. So I just pick the picture and place it there. And also we need a communication management plan. So what is a project manager without a good communication management plan? Without a project management manager that don't know how to communicate with his with the stakeholders and to the developers or the people that are working on the project or the assigned to the project to be done. So you would know that communication is one of the, if not the most, let me put it as the most important skill of a project manager. Two is project manager must know how to use very well, no matter how it is, because via good communication, the project's deliverable is already half done. If you can communicate well with your stakeholders and the people assigned to the project tasks or roles, your work is already half done, because good communication, since the people that are working on it are already good, the only thing that they just need to do is just to implement. But if the communication within both of you, if the stakeholder is giving you an information that this is what he wants on the project, he wants what he wants done, and you are going back to the team and you are not putting it the way the stakeholder is saying it, you are not breaking it down to the team to make them understand what the stakeholder wants, it will bring a problem, because the stakeholder wants something else, and what you are saying to the team that are working on the project is something else. There'll be a rift. It won't be solvable. So this way that we do it is having a kind of tool that helps us to be able to communicate well, effectively, pass information to time, especially to time, on projects that are planned, so that the information goes out as soon as possible, and the person assigned to a role that needs that project, that needs that information, gets it at that time to use it on that the task is working on or the deliverable is working on. And also, during your stand-ups, you need these communication tools very well to be able to communicate with people. And also, taking Bincom again as an example, where we have our communication, we know that every time people that have project they are working on, they will have a particular channel where they communicate with each other. Because I know for myself now, the Global Tech Corporate channel, we have a channel where we communicate, where we talk, okay, it's time for us to do this stand-up. It's time for us, okay, we need to do this. What have you done this week? How many indications of interest have you gotten? Asking me what I've done, and the next person also what you've done. So those are communicating channels, and I'm sure there are still other channels on what they call it on our Slack. We have the general channel that is used to pass information to everybody at the time, an announcement channel to pass some information during the work process, and also for other tasks, and every team on the in Bincom also have different channels, their own team channels that they belong to. So those are communication tools that we are using in Bincom, which is Slack that we are using in Bincom. So with a good communication tool, the work of a project manager is already half done. So the next thing, the features of a good project management tool. Project management must be able to estimate projects. It must be able to budget. It must be able to allocate resources. And collaboration on the project must be possible on the project management with project management tool. And you should be able to do a quality management testing on project. So on the project management, project administration must be possible with the project management tool. And also risk management tool should be able to be accessible with the project management tool. So most of everything, if you check it out, it's like it works with Gantt charts, because Gantt chart basically put everything together. But at the same time, sometimes Gantt chart, you can't be communicating on Gantt charts. So, but the remaining tools, work breakdown structure, when you are breaking down your work into deliverables, you put them on your Gantt charts where you start monitoring them from. And during your stand-ups, you can just take the Gantt chart to check what you've done, what's next to be done. And you can be moving your, on your Trello board that you have, you can be moving your tasks from one place to another. I'm coming to the Trello board. I already moved ahead a little bit. So the benefits of having good project management tool, it's all about the time right. Don't miss. So you don't miss when you are using a good project management tool. It takes hold of slippery scope. When your scope, scope are things that contains everything that you must deliver. And when it's already being like expanding more than it's what it's meant to be. This project management will help you to put it in check at all time. So, and your cost also, you know how to manage your cost. You'll be able to know, okay, yeah, this is like I'm already spending too much here. I need to find a way to balance it to ensure that it's not going out of my spending budget. And collaboration with everybody is a key to opening locked doors. Once you can collaborate with people, with your tools that you have, you can collaborate on different projects. All these tools ensure that you're able to do that. Now, close the gap that stop you from listening with the communication tools that we have. All of you can communicate at once. So you won't be able to say how you didn't get this information, because all of you belong to that channel. You should always be on that channel, checking what information have been out. So that's how effective the project management tools are. So now we have things that we call project management softwares. These softwares are combination of all the tools that we have. All the tools, let me say, all the tools. They have all the tools that we've mentioned before. They are all embedded in these softwares. You can do everything inside these softwares. Firstly, Jira, which is very popular among everybody. On the Jira board, after you have created your project and you have broken it down into tasks and assigned the deliverables to different people, having your backlog already set, knowing the user story and what to be done, it's already done. There are places, but there's now a board where you can be moving it to be showing that it's already done. And then it will create a chart for you that you can use to monitor your progress of your project. You will see there, it will have created the road. It's called roadmap. So once you click it, you would have seen how your project, what you have done, what is needed to be and what you need to focus more attention on, and you can go and under it, you can chat with them there. You can put a comment section where you can comment and say, okay, we need to do this, get this done. So the next person that comes and sees you will know, oh, we have not done this, we have to do this. You're already communicating with them. And obviously you get your tool where you guys have your random to connect with each other. So yeah, Trello board, I think we use Trello board in Bincom also, where we just go on the Trello board and move the tasks from when it has been done, we move it to the next board for the next person to come into the board. So now this one has been done. So it's maybe I've done my own deliverable there now. I already moved it to the next section. The next person will now come, pick it from there, do his or her own part of it that is assigned to him or her, do it, then move it to the next session for the next person to do. So that way the work deliverable will keep going on smoothly without no deficiency, and all the deliverables are delivered to time, and also we achieve the project that we've set to time. Asana also is a project management tool software that has all these tools that we've talked about: ProveUp, Zoho, Rike, ClickUp, Clarizen. Also, they all do this project management. So, and let me add one more. I think GitHub also. If you guys have used GitHub, you will see that the part called projects there. It actually does something like what this project management tool does too. You can use it to watch your project. For the people that are doing IT and tech, you will see there. Just go to that project part. Whatever project you want to start working on will have been created there. Will have known, okay, you want to do with this time and this time. It will always be there. So, but GitHub also can be used as a project management. So, if that's my opinion though, because I saw that software there, and I saw that it's basically as it's related to what the Jira board also do. So I'm gonna be corrected if I'm wrong. So thank you for listening and thank you for joining me today. I can take questions now if I have questions. If you have questions for me.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, I really appreciate the presentation this morning as it is informative. I want to confirm something as regarding the Gantt chart and the work breakdown structure. Are they the same thing?
Okay, no, they are not the same thing. They are different.
Okay.
Yeah, the work breakdown structure is firstly when the project, during the planning phase, once you know your project, the first thing you do is that you first break it down into tasks and deliverables. And when you are doing that, you are breaking it down into a work breakdown structure. You're having a structure that you want to follow.
Okay.
So after that has been done, that's when you now move up to the stage of putting everything inside your Gantt chart.
Okay.
So where now have like a monitoring phase for you to know, okay, what has done. Because on the work breakdown structure, you can't see how it is moving, what you have done. It can only show you that, okay, you have broken it down into this plan. Maybe possibly people you assigned it to, possibly. But on a Gantt chart, everything is there. The person that is assigned to, the amount of days it will take, the sprint to take, maybe you need to add more cost, more resources to ensure that these tasks you are doing meets the end time. So that one also we'll be able to show you that effectively.
Okay. So you said something about the fact that the project management softwares can do everything. That is,
yes,
for Jira, I can use the Gantt chart on
yes, you
Jira,
can.
right?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, if you open Jira by the left-hand side, when you have created
I don't know if you can recommend maybe a video or something that can easily explain the use of Jira board, just to know how to use Jira.
Oh, Jira board. Okay, maybe that would maybe my next presentation, because I think I'm already out of my own time for today. But I can send you a video where you can watch how to use a Jira board. Exactly.
I didn't get you.
I can send a video to you where you can check how to use a Jira board.
Okay.
Yeah, because Jira board is actually Jira board is actually very easy to use. Since if you know how to create your project and you know your backlog, especially once you already know what's in your backlog and I've already been able to move it to sprint, turn it to sprint. The rest is easy. You just go to your roadmap to check how it is moving, to know what is being done. Then when you have checked, okay, it has been done now. Let's say someone have done the project there. You go to the Trello board that it creates for you, move it from a phase to another phase. Then that way you're already monitoring it and knowing what to do at the time. So Jira is, though it might be tricky at the point, but still it's very easy to use. No problem, I can work something out there. Thank you for that. So anybody else with question?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, if nobody have question, I have a question to ask, like anybody. So who can tell me just two out of the project management tools that we have? I will hear me, Patrick. Two out of the project management tools we have.
We have the Jira Trello board.
Okay. All right. It's not like you are wrong. Those ones are softwares, as I've explained today. According to what I explained today, they are softwares. Those ones are a combination of all those tools inside one place to be able to use them. So the tools are actually Gantt charts, work breakdown structure, the communication channels you use, the project baseline, and the what's the last one again? Sorry. Where you guys like can connect active team bonding channel. So those are the tools. But the Jira, Asana, Rike, ClickUp, everything like that are all softwares, because we check most of them are online. So, all right. So thank you for today. So I don't know even. So I think I'm done, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah,
Mr.
thank you
Patrick.
for the presentation. I'm with you. We've learned a lot today. Thank you for joining the presentation.